Back to the curiosity. Curiosity gives you the freedom to be wrong. And as an early stage entrepreneur in any business, you want that. You want the freedom to be wrong and to make changes to your original decision. So the memo that I have up there is Bill Gates in May of 1995 saying, we got it wrong. Now that memo cost me my job. I wasn't working for Microsoft at the time, but I was hired to work on interactive TV for Compaq, and they hired me to specifically work on this project. And then one day, Bill Gates just said, we're not going to do that anymore. We're not going to do interactive TV. We're going to take all those people and all that resource and shift it over to the internet. And that's what they did. But as he realized, as they had invested millions, tens of millions of dollars in going after interactive TV, music industry, film, all those different things, to basically build what we now take for granted as Netflix or any of the other streaming services, they were working on that in 1994, 1995. As was Time Warner, every telephone company, every cable company, they were all working on that same thing. But unlike Facebook with Meta, Bill Gates looked at it and said, this isn't it. And they shut everything down. All those people just disappeared overnight, got reassigned with inside Microsoft. It's okay to be wrong, but you're never going to figure out if you're wrong unless you're being curious, unless you're out there asking questions, bouncing stuff against the marketplace, and realizing that stuff's just not going to work. I didn't lose my job. I just lost that job. So mistake number 2, talking to customers and having an agenda. Huge mistake, because they're going to see right through it. When you're talking to potential customers, you want to be genuine and understand what their problems are. You want to do 20% of the talking and 80% of the listening, or maybe even 90-10. You want to find out what your customers' problems are. What do they go through day to day? What are they struggling with? What are the top 3 things that keep them awake at night? And I don't care what your idea is. If you're not solving one of those top 3 things, you probably do not have an idea that they're interested in. It doesn't mean someone else might not be interested in it. But if you're not working on something that is a top 3 problem for a customer, no amount of salesmanship and no amount of education, no amount of white papers is going to make that person drop what they're doing and say, yes, that's what I need. So you have to be very selective when you're talking to people and understand who are the good customers and who are not the good customers. Now, if the majority of them are coming across as not good customers and you're running out of people to talk to, we have to go back to that previous slide and say, maybe this idea is not what I want to bank the farm on. And think about, where is that customer? Where is the person that will share the problems with me that I can then turn into a scalable product?